Hey guys, welcome back to the Brigade podcast episode 64. My name is Mike and I'm here with Sam.
Yo, what up, guys? Yep, this is episode 64. But
Yep.
it's take two because my computer decided to corrupt the file. So take one of this episode.
Yippee.
So some of the stuff that we're gonna having, we might just if it sounds jank, that's probably because we probably maybe said some things in the previous take, so maybe we're not enthusiastic, but it gives us a chance to re-record and maybe say some stuff that we probably worded poorly in the first take.
Hopefully. Can't say for certain.
Yeah. So how you been, my bro?
I've been alright, how are you?
That's good. That's good. I know it's been a while since we did a podcast episode, but we did promise something in the last episode, so we'll talk about that. As we'll leave that for the end. But let's just talk about how we've been. So,
I mean,
go
I've
ahead.
been good, I guess. It's really odd to be redoing it like
It's
this,
not
I
about
guess.
redoing
Yeah.
it. Just say
I
what
know.
you want to say. That's just how it's gonna go.
I'm alright. I've been doing well. Stuff the usual. I know, nothing special happening over here.
See, the
That's
most
just
exciting
that.
bit for me, right,
Yeah.
was that I was so hyped for Mario and Luigi Brothership. I went and picked it up like day one, and I've just been so busy, so all over the place that I haven't even had the chance to play it. It frustrates me.
Basically.
I've got a good game. I know it's good because I love the Mario and Luigi series. I haven't seen anything. I haven't heard anything. Like obviously, I've seen IGN's review because everyone's slandering it for like poor choice of reviews. So that's the only thing I've heard about it. Like, I haven't even seen the
Yeah.
full review. I've just seen like the score. So yeah, but like it's right there. I sit there, like the box is right there, the Switch is right there. I just haven't put the two together and switched on the TV.
Let's go.
I mean, if you've been watching my
Yeah,
Mario and
but
Luigi brother Balance Side Story playthrough, you'd know that I love the Mario and Luigi series. Yeah,
I mean, yeah, you have how many episodes on it on? Like, yes, so
a lot.
much.
As well. It's also been a while since I haven't recorded that. Maybe I'll get out a video soon. No promises, but I might get out a video soon for that. Yeah,
Oh, let me double check. How long has it been?
it's been a while since I
Been since
last.
August.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
But outside of that, we just wrapped up Halloween month. Nothing special here in Australia,
Yeah.
but except for the cool ass updates that like games put out. There was like again like the buckshot roulette, like the
The multiplayer.
multiplayer. That's kind of cool how that released on like Halloween.
Yeah, around the same time
Yeah,
as
because
Halloween.
I mean it's not a spooky game, but like the theme fits it. Like it's like it gives off an eerie vibe. You know what I mean? Uh, you know what I'm talking about, right? You know,
Yeah.
yeah. So like it gives off that vibe, even though it's
It,
not Halloweeny or anything.
it's not a Halloween game, but it's like, I mean, you're under a basement doing roulette.
That's in the
So I
multiplayer
mean,
version. In the
yeah.
single player version, you're upstairs in the
Yeah.
attic doing
Doing roulette.
against some creepy dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I mean, kind of fits the theme
yeah,
to
it
an extent.
does.
Like, it's not like spooky, scary skeletons, but I mean, the guy kind of looks like a spooky, scary skeleton. So I mean,
Hey, we were able to record a multiplayer version. We were also able to release an inscription video, which that one's more Halloweeny vibe.
more of the theme, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, one of they did they were
You're right.
tongue tied. I'm saying like they did because of Halloween. These were on sale, so like if you didn't grab any of the Halloween sale games, I wouldn't worry too much. There is another sale coming up very soon.
Yep.
I think that
Soon will be like Black Friday.
there is a Black Friday coming up, and there's also the Christmas season coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. I completely forgot about Black Friday. Maybe it's because of Australia we don't celebrate it too much. Like it's more celebrated. Like I think it's more an American thing.
It's more of an American, but it's becoming more of an online thing.
Well,
Like
yeah, it's
just online shopping. Yeah.
Online is good, which is good because like that's how we're getting to know it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The other day, like I saw Timu drop their price by 90%. Yep, the cheap tech Chinese spyware company. Um,
Aren't the prices already like 90%
I
discount?
know, but like
So it's like,
they threw it up there and they said Black Friday sale. That was the ad I saw. I was like,
yeah.
even though you put
I,
that sale, I'm not getting that.
I will agree. Before you mentioned the like ad for Temu, I completely forgot that Black Friday was like happening.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah.
did
I
mention
don't
to
know.
you.
It's
Yeah,
just I don't know. It's just not as prevalent down here. I guess I don't know.
right. But
It's
like
like
the
it's
cool,
just online.
it's more of an online thing, which is yeah. But like, it's cool. It's cool because you can still order some stuff. Like maybe I can finally order that one item that I needed. I don't
Yeah,
have an item that I need though.
yeah. I mean,
But yeah, no,
Hunter
that's
Temu is telling you otherwise. Buy it.
you never know. Maybe I will say something online. I have a look. I have a look. I haven't looked around yet. Yeah,
Yeah, me either.
but yes, and we're also hitting the Christmas period.
Yeah, getting
Yes,
closer
yes.
to I was gonna say something, but like the Christmas period. Yeah, we're getting
Yeah,
closer to
we're getting close
Christmas.
to the holiday season, basically.
We're gonna start hearing Christmas songs in the shops. You're gonna have
Holiday
to suffer
season,
through it,
yeah.
like everyone else is. So it's like
Mhm. It's
get
weird how
ready.
like it worked perfectly. You know what I mean? Like Christmas and New Year's, like the two like ended up like Christmas, one of the biggest holidays all over the world, and then New Year's. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like it would have been. I don't know. It would have been weird if like Christmas landed somewhere else, and then it would have been like just the New Year's. It would have been that would have been so weird.
I mean,
No, I'm just saying. Can you
yeah,
imagine it?
I get what you're
Imagine like
saying. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that would have
Ah,
been so weird.
I guess it's good that they're close to each other.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't know.
it's fantastic because
Yeah,
like let me get you this right. So
yeah,
New Year's Day, I think, is a public holiday here in Australia, and I'm not pretty much worldwide, I think, right?
yeah,
Or if not, then I don't know. But basically, like, because here in Australia we get like Christmas Eve and like Boxing Day. These are all public holidays. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so you pretty much lined up like a few public holidays in a row. You know what I mean? It's all perfect because it somehow works out like most people travel during these times. So anyone who's got like busy all that stuff, you know, you've lined up these public holidays. You know what I mean? And a lot of companies like, all right, look, because we've got like all these public holidays, right? And that like probably we're not going to get as much businesses. I'm talking about like corporate businesses though, not like McDonald's. Or McDonald's
yeah.
corporate business. I'm talking about like not workers in McDonald's, like those type of like they're still like part like those still stay open. Um, but like most of the business, like all right, let's just do company shutdown. Like let's just shut down, like because we know we're not going to get any productivity this week, and like it gives like an opportunity for like our co-workers to rejuvenate and come back next year like refreshed, right? So you somehow like end up most companies doing a company shutdown, right? So you pretty much get
Yeah.
like that week or the 2 weeks off where you just sit there and like it just works out perfectly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then you can just, if you want, also take holiday around the same time, so you even
Right,
get more
exactly. A lot
time
of
off.
people
Yeah.
do that. Do that. Yeah.
I mean, I think that's the point, though. It is the holiday. It'd be the holiday time, so it's like there
Correct.
you go.
Correct. Correct. Yeah, it just works out. The only thing here in Australia is that instead of getting hit by winter and like or coldness, we get hit by the heat.
Yeah, but a
So that
summer
would be like
sun.
our strongest. I think like I don't know this fact, but like obviously because Christmas happens end of the at the end of like December, obviously, right? The summer heat is like at its peak because like you know if we imagine it happened at like the start of December, right? You sit there and say, all right, we're just getting into summer. No, we've already gone past that for the first few weeks. We're already in summer.
Yeah,
Yeah, so we're getting hit with peak summer.
and then when it's so January would literally be midsummer, and so after like, and then you have to go back to work, and you're gonna be like dying from heat.
Oh,
The heat will be killer.
I'm glad I work at
But I
home.
mean,
I can just turn on the AC,
I'm lucky.
crank it up.
No, it depends if your AC at work is working. I mean, like,
No, well,
yeah.
it has to be like I like a health work and safety. Like if it's too hot, like heat
Oh
strokes.
yeah, but I mean, yeah, I get what you're saying, but it's like, you know how it works, but sometimes it's like a bit jank. So technically it works, but it's like, all right, well,
Bro, your company
we
would
have
be
to
jank
survive.
if you're using fans instead of air conditioning.
Like, oh, you no, it would definitely be jank if it is. at school just be like, all right, turning on the fans, and you're just
Yeah,
there
hard.
dying.
School summers are the worst. Like we sit there, it's like, all right, if the AC is broken, you're pretty much stuffed, and you sit there like, holy
Yeah,
shit. So like, in primary school, I think you would have been stuffed even more because you sit there, it's like you're staying in that same room for the whole day.
true.
But then when in high school, because
Basically,
when
yeah,
in a high school we used to change classrooms a lot, right?
yeah, like periods and whatnot.
Yeah.
But the problem is you have to then walk from
Well, yeah,
class to
yeah, you
class in the
do, but like you
steering
sit there
sun.
and you knew if you had that one classroom, yeah, you sit there and everyone would be groaning, you're like, oh, this is gonna be terrible.
Yeah, especially when in school, like most of the buildings are made of like brick, so it's like it's keeping the heat in basically.
I
And
don't
you're just
know.
there
I
like,
don't know what was going on that time. But like, yeah, and then like it's like, all right, let's shift to the fan, and then like the fan is like just as bad. You're like, ooh, because the
I
fan
mean,
is just spreading the hot air around. So you gotta like, yeah, pretty much.
yeah, I don't know.
I don't know like how to explain it, but like,
Like
but
you're
yeah,
just
it's
good.
go
I
ahead.
don't know how we're surviving. Like, how do we survive on it?
Yeah, but like, and then it makes me. Do you know what pisses me off the most? Like, right? You
Well,
know, they're like, we're gonna repair the AC,
okay.
and it takes months and months to repair the AC.
Yeah, it'll take forever.
Like, how did that happen? Like, isn't it like if I'm like, okay, I'm a student. First of all, like the schools are like, right, health and safety are like the most important things for a student. We take that into consideration, bro. Like, if a student dies of heat stroke because the AC is not working, that's not like taking care of this the student.
I think they take education probably the most, but yeah.
Well, no,
I
I
mean,
know that, but
health and safety should be
yeah, I
required
know,
too.
but like, if a student basically passes out, you're on the national news or something. You know what I mean? That's not a good look for your school. So I'm pretty sure health and
Probably
safety are
not.
up
Yeah,
there. Right, but
yeah, probably is.
number two, if you're like if you're a teacher, wouldn't you want to like expedite this as soon as possible? Like, because you not only are the students sitting in that, you as a teacher, you're sitting in that room, right?
Yeah,
And let's say
I
it's
guess you have
your specific
more
classroom,
leniency
right?
with clothing.
What was you saying?
I was gonna say you have more leniency with what you wear, especially like compared to like high
Correct,
school
correct.
students
But
where they're
like,
wearing
let me
like
hit you with this, right? You
suit.
sit there. Let's say your classroom is the one with with the air conditioning, right?
Yeah,
Well, let's say the students all hate the classroom because a like you're sitting in that classroom from like start to end.
yeah,
You're not moving classrooms. Like, okay, the student will be like, all right, well, I just have to survive this for however long that class is. And then I can go to the next class, hopefully, that there's air conditioning or some sort of fan in that classroom, right? You, as a
yeah.
teacher, you're stuck in that classroom for like the whole shebang.
Shebang. Yeah.
Exactly, right? Like, I thought, like, as a teacher, you want to, like, get this done as soon as possible.
I don't know. Like, I guess
And not only that, you're sometimes
maybe I don't know.
staying after work, right? If you're not in the
Yeah,
teacher, you're pretty much in that room. You know what I
you're
mean?
either in the room or the teacher's lounge,
Well,
and
yeah,
if that there's no AC in your room, I would rush to the
right,
teacher's
but like
lounge.
for example, sometimes like you want to like do stuff in like quiet because the teachers are probably loud. I don't know how loud it is. You kind of get me?
Maybe, yeah. I don't know. Maybe it takes long because if they're gonna fix one, they might as well fix multiple and stuff like that. That could be the case. Or maybe because of also like they have to work in particular hours and not to
I don't
make
know,
too
bro.
much noise for
You're pretty much
students.
I'd say you're pretty spot on. But like if I'm the
But
teacher,
like,
I'd complain. I'd complain like I'd complain to like the like the whatever like the board of education or something like of that school whatever, right? Saying like
yeah,
my my safety is being endangered here. You know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, you could. I mean, you can. I mean, like nothing's stopping you actually. Like, but it's not like I don't expect. I mean, anyway, the teachers can, but I don't expect the children to do anything about
No,
it.
no,
They'll
the
just
teacher
complain.
can't do anything about it. Yeah.
Yeah, they just kind of have to suck it up for the most part.
Exactly, exactly. Anyway,
Yeah,
we went on a long tangent. Let's bring it back to like that Christmas thing we were going for. Yeah,
Christmas spirit.
it's look, we just finished Halloween, and I'm already seeing like a whole bunch of Christmas stuff inside the store. Well, maybe it's like I don't know, like just so you know, maybe it's an Australian thing because we don't celebrate Halloween. Maybe like it's easier for us to put stuff on the shelves. I don't know how it is across the world. Maybe you know what I mean. Like
Hmm,
maybe they're still removing the Halloween stuff before they put the Christmas stuff. You kind of get what I'm saying?
maybe.
Because
Yeah,
like let's say America, you're actually like you're heavy into Halloween, right?
yeah,
Like because I remember like what like for our Halloween here, I've seen like a few stores put up a few like chocolate bars and stuff, and then like I've seen a few like what's good. a few like pumpkins that hold like what are they called? The candy, like the what do you call that?
Wow.
The candy bucket, but it's shaped in a
Yeah, no,
pumpkin.
no, I know what you mean. What is it? What is it called? I don't know. Like,
Anyway, basically, I've seen a few of those, and then I've seen a few costumes. But like, I see like one small section, right? And
yeah,
then as Halloween was coming to an end, all I see start seeing is the Christmas stuff. You know what I mean? Now I don't know about
yeah,
American stores. Maybe the store completely has Halloween stuff. Maybe they've even decorated the store. Like they didn't decorate like some of the stores I went to, but like you know what I'm saying? So like maybe it's an Australian thing that we get it early. I'm not saying that other countries don't have it early. They probably do have it just as early because you're trying to make money.
yeah.
That's A. But like B, the other reason you probably got it early is because the other thing I believe that you've got it early, right? Which I never thought of this until like I thought about it like a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah.
Is that maybe you want to send over gifts, so you want to send it earlier, so A it gets on time, and B like it's not in the rush when everyone's trying to deliver a whole bunch of stuff. You know?
I mean, true. I mean, yeah, because you can like, well, you can pre-order stuff, or you're gonna get stuff like shipped and
Yeah,
ordered,
exactly.
or
Okay,
you just go to the store physically.
let's say you want to give something to your long lost cousin all the way in like Germany from here, Australia, right? You don't want to be sitting
Right.
there and shipping it one week before Christmas. You know what I
True.
mean?
You don't want that.
Yeah, so you'd probably want to ship it like a month or 2 months out. You know,
Yeah.
if it arrives early, you text them. You're like, "Hey, it arrived early."
Yeah.
Yeah, and like, look, my people might say, "Well, your gift doesn't have to be Christmassy. You know, you could just give them a simple gift." Well, it's like, well, what if I want it to be Christmassy, or what if I want to wait for those Christmas sales to drop so I can get it at a cheaper price? That's why everything's, you know,
Yeah. Of
that's why they do that. Another thing about it, that actually might be the reason. One of the reasons. The other reason is money. Big corporations want money.
course. Money, 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 money.
Money, money.
Mr. Quote by Mr. Krabs. But like, no, I mean, they stock it early, so whenever anyone comes in, it's there. So if anyone needs to start doing stuff early, it's there.
Yeah, but like the one of the reasons why like people would start doing stuff early is because of the shipping.
Shipping, yeah, or I don't know. Like some
Well,
people like
because
setting
like
up decorations
if you
early.
think about this, right? Like in the past, like you probably wouldn't have started seeing it this early. But also at that time, at the past, like shipping is like insane. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the like we used to ship a lot of things by boat. Now we still do, but like now there's a lot of like shipping by plane. A lot, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
So like it's just become easier, and because of that, they're like, all right, look, we need to start like releasing stuff a bit earlier.
I can see that.
Hmm.
I mean, it's like how companies release some of their products early, so when like pre-Christmas, so it's out, and then when it comes to Christmas, people just buy it.
Exactly. That
Yeah,
is
like
exactly.
games. Like COD comes out in November, and then when it rolls out to December, comes to December, the stuff already out in the game, and people go, "Oh, I'm gonna play COD," and then they buy it like for Christmas. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that.
Yeah, but that doesn't really work for like some tech. Like if like let's say a microwave releases in November.
A microwave releases in November.
See,
Yeah, I'll buy my friend a microwave for Christmas.
that doesn't
Enjoy.
really
What? That doesn't really count. Okay, but why would you buy a friend a microwave?
like you never know.
Hey, friend, I heard you really needed a microwave. I ordered one for you for Christmas. It should be arriving in the next 2 days. Oh, thank you
No
so
way,
much.
I did the same thing.
It's like if
See,
someone's moving during Christmas, A, I don't know why you're doing that. That's the only reason I could see you wanting something like that. Or B, your microwave breaks right before Christmas. It's so random.
but you kind of go on the example I was trying to make. There are some
Yeah,
products that cannot
everything
be done.
fits that. Yeah. But I mean, it's not every. I mean, not all products are released before Christmas, but I mean, some are. It's some that are more targeted towards, younger people to
No,
buy
no,
it.
that makes sense. It makes sense. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Like toys. A bunch of toys are
No, no,
released before Christmas. So it's like, yeah.
exactly. Like a whole bunch of Christmas toys. I was thinking the exact same thing.
It's like, Mom, the new Transformers movie just came out, and there's toys for it. I want to buy it now. No, to me, you wait for Christmas. And then
Yeah,
Christmas rolls around, and you buy it.
or like when you have to send obligatory gifts to like a whole bunch of people. So you're like, oh look, my boss, like he's been a good mate, so I'll just send him this mug that's got like a Christmas Santa on it, and then he sent it. It's like,
Yeah.
oh look, my obligatory gift came in. It's a mug.
Obligatory gift. That's funny.
No, there's like a whole
But
bunch
yeah,
of people that do like send out obligatory gifts.
yeah,
Like
just to
some
be
send
like,
out to coworkers, some send out because like some of the Christmas parties that happen, they give gifts. Because I
yeah,
mean, you've got a Christmas party coming up. Um,
yeah.
yeah, are you guys doing gift giving?
We're doing. This is the first time I've heard of it. So it's called Bad Santa. It's apparently you get gifts, and then they put it on their tree,
Yep.
and then they like choose like you pull up a name from like something, and that person has to gets that gift. But then they pull more people's names, and some people can take gifts from other people or take a gift from the tree until there's no more gifts.
So yeah, but you
Sounds
basically have
that's
to get a
what I
gift.
get.
You guys have to get a gift.
Yeah, I was either that or Chris Kringle, I think, and I think that's probably more interesting.
Well, yeah, there you go. There's your
Yeah,
obligatory gift mug.
that's funny.
No,
Maybe I'll get
I
the mug
genuinely
one.
think right. Okay, you might be laughing at it now, but like, I genuinely think that the mug might be like the best gift to get in that scenario.
Probably. I mean, whoever gets it is like, oh, I got
Well,
a
no,
mug. Thank you.
think about this, right? First of all, right, like, yeah,
Yeah,
everyone needs a mug. Like, everyone drinks water, so like, you can just pour water into the mug and drink. Okay,
yeah,
because like, okay, like some guy might like, but I don't drink coffee, I don't drink tea, bro. Just put water in it; it works fine. So everyone drinks something with a mug. Okay,
yeah.
so it's ultra useful. Now, if you buy number two, if you buy clothing, you don't know what sizes people are. So what if like a small guy gets your giant ass shirt you bought, or a giant guy gets your small ass shirt you bought?
True. I guess
Number
so.
three, well, like, what if it's like you buy like something like for a specific like a gender item? I know like we live in a world where like gender blah blah blah, but like I mean, you know what I mean? Like, what if you know what you gotta get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there you go. I've solved all your problems. A mug,
Boom.
exactly. And they
Well,
can
you
use
just
that
get a
at the
car.
office. You can use it at the office. There you go. Even better. If
Yeah.
they don't want to use it at home, they can use it at the office. Genius.
Right. Unless your office already has a bunch of boxes.
Then they
So
can
it's
use it
like,
at home. Genius.
yeah.
The big brain play.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I guess that works. If you could think of any other interesting obligatory gifts, write it down in the comments.
Dude,
Boom.
a
I don't
gift
know.
card is the other option.
Yeah,
But choosing the
I
right
guess.
gift card is a pain. I've got you this Apple
Yeah.
gift card, but I've got a Samsung phone.
Too surprised you wanted that, right? Like one of those ones I can change into other ones.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. But yeah, speaking of gifts, rewards, parties, that brings me to something I really wanted to discuss, and it's more like workplace incentives.
Yeah. I mean, we were already just talking about like work doing it, so I mean,
Yeah, I mean it works perfectly. I want to talk about it in
yeah,
general. I want to like like not the Christmas version, not the like you know what I mean. Just in general.
just in general.
In general. So back in the day, if some guy worked like 10 years, they will give him a medal or trophy, and they're like, "There you go, you serviced our place for a good amount of years."
Company.
Yeah, exactly.
Or they give you a shirt or a mug, something like that.
Yeah, but I finished 3 years at my company, and they're like, "Great work. Here's a $50 voucher."
Lol. Hey, look, you used it.
I did use it.
Uh,
I did use it. I was thinking about brothership. I got brothership discounted at like $50. So I'm pretty happy with that.
yeah, so you can't complain.
I know I'm not complaining about that, but like that's but like some people might be like, well, okay, what am I gonna use a gift card from? And like I said, like I got a gift card like that you can use pretty much anywhere. They were like, oh, here you go, just pick the store you want to use it, and then yeah, here you go, gift card,
There you go. Yeah,
buy it.
he's good.
But there's some like places they're like, gift card is only being able to use at our store and cannot be used in conjunction with other deals. I hate when they say that. It cannot be used in
Yeah.
conjunction with other deals. Like, goddamn, I'm trying to play the system here, but I'm getting played myself.
You wanna play this?
Exactly. Like,
That's
like I
funny.
sit there. You sit there, you're trying to collect all the cards. You're trying to find a deal. It's like, all right, I've got the perfect. I've maximized my skill set, and this is the plan. And then there's this one thing that you're like, it says I can't be using other deals. God damn it!
Yeah.
Because imagine this. Imagine you had like a buy one get one free, yeah,
Yeah.
and then you had like you sit there and you're like, yeah, but I got a voucher for like 50% off. Let's just use it with the buy one get one free. Let's say that's like, nope, it cannot be used. It's like, god
Nope.
damn.
No, so you can't do that. put put the card down so you can't use it in this store
Oh
with that
man.
deal. And they'll bring the police and escort you out.
But I digress.
I mean, other incentives, there's like, I don't know,
A pizza party.
dinners. Yeah, yeah, oh, there you go.
No,
Pizza.
dinners. Like, see, imagine you sit there like a company like, we'll provide you a dinner, and you're like, oh, this is gonna be great, and then it's pizza. Hey, I've seen them. I've
I
seen
still
places
eat it.
like that actually done that.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, but like back when I was in university, not in like work.
work.
Oh,
Because
bro,
that's
do you have
more of a,
dietary
yeah.
requirements? I'm like, oh, when you use that word, I'm like, oh, it sounds fancy. No, I do not have dietary requirements. And then I go there, and then there's like, I'm like, oh wait, what's the food? It's like pizza. But don't worry, there's some vegan pizzas for the people that put down their vegan.
I mean, it makes it easy.
I sat there and I'm like, bro, like, so you asked my dietary requirement to know if I was lactose intolerant or I was vegan. Like, that's the two things you were probably asking.
Basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, if I
I'm
told
just
them,
wondering if you're
guys,
allergic to
guys,
the
I'm,
tomato
I'm allergic to
base.
meat. Well,
I'm
okay,
allergic. I was just vegan at that.
well,
Well, you're not allergic, you just don't want it.
well, yeah, I'm allergic to meat. Like, a specific type of meat. Like, let's say pepperonis. Well, then go get the chicken pizza.
And then you're like, but chicken's not vegan. And they're like, oh, okay,
No, I
alright,
never
sure.
said vegan. I said like if you're allergic to pepperoni. That's what I meant by meat. Like,
Oh, yeah,
oh,
but then like other people, like,
oh yeah,
oh,
I
I'm
love people.
actually,
Yeah,
yeah.
but like 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 I sit there like when I think dietary requirements, I'm like, ooh, like sit there like we're getting to the nitty gritty. You know?
Yeah. I mean, they have to facilitate food for everyone. That's
No, they
kind of
do,
their,
they do. But
thing, yeah.
like it's still pizza. I sit there like, god damn. Yeah. But then like and then like it's worse when they say like, oh, we're having a company barbecue. You're like, oh, hold up, and then it's a sausage sizzle.
Sausage sizzler.
Dude. Like it's even weirder. Like when you get to the they give you the what's it called like the
The what?
damn it, it was on the tip of my tongue. I forgot. No, I forgot. I forgot. Just scratch what I was trying to say.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, there's some
Sausage
people like
sizzler.
some people might be like, oh, free food, right?
Yeah, I mean, it practically is free food.
Well, then let me hit you with this, right? Let me hit you with this, right? Remember when
Yeah.
you were back in like I think it's like I don't know if this is all over the world, but like it's definitely in like Australia happened, right? When it would be like it's Mufti
Yeah.
Day, right?
Yeah.
And then you sit there like, oh, cool. It's like, oh, you have to pay like $1 donation for that mufti. But don't worry,
Dollar
guys.
donation for the mufti.
You
What?
remember that?
No.
Yeah,
Being
like
honest, I
like
don't.
if you want to wear mufti, it was like $1 or $2 gold coin donation. Gold coin donation, they call it.
Gold coin. I thought that was for other stuff. I didn't know that was for the mufti.
No, like
Interesting.
sometimes before the mufti and like the sausage sizzle, would be like a combination.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
that makes
sit
more.
there
That
and
that was sold to us as more as that's for the sausages than the
right. But
mufti.
then like at the end, they'll be like, yeah, but at the end it's like you guys are already making the sausage sizzle. Like I don't think we need a gold coin donate. A right. And B, they call it
Yeah.
gold coin donation, but everyone knew it was going for the sausage sizzle.
Yeah.
Like
Just
it's
paying.
not
It was.
it's but like it's going to the sausage sizzle and then the rest is gonna be pocketed by the school.
Well, yeah. I mean, like they got like I don't know, like a packet of, or maybe more than a pack of like sausages. Because I don't know, you
Dude,
can
it
buy a
had to
pack
be
of
more than a
sausages and there's
packet.
a
Like you're
bunch.
facilitating for hundreds of students. It had to be more than a
Oh
packet of
yeah.
sausage sizzle,
But I
right?
can guarantee if anyone donates $1 to $2, it's more than covered it.
No, I get that, but what I'm trying to say is like let me hit you with this, right? Let's say this, right?
Yeah.
Like let's be for reals, right?
Right.
And I'll even fact check this, okay?
Oh, fact checking it as well.
Okay. Let's say the average school. Okay, how much
Yeah.
school how much school did you when you went to school? How much like people would you say like was school?
Like in the whole school,
Yeah,
or
pretty
just like in
much
the year. Honestly, like 200 to 300,
two to three
probably, or
hundred.
maybe
Okay,
less.
so two to
Yeah.
300, right? And let's say everyone wore like mufti. So you're saying everyone
Yeah.
paid like $1 to $2. We'll make it
Yeah.
simple. Let's say $1, right?
Yeah. So it's like $300.
300, and let's say everyone wants one sausage.
Yeah,
Okay, because it's just very simple, right? You sit there, right?
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna hear you up.
Doing the
Here I
maths.
went
Yeah,
to Woolworths, right?
yeah,
And then like obviously school, they're not gonna get the fancy, super fancy sausage. They're gonna get the cheapest one, right?
yeah.
26 sausage for $11.
And that's
Okay,
today's pricing.
that's okay. Well, example, I just pulled it up on the internet. I just pulled it up
Yeah,
on the internet. Now my calculations. Let's do the calculations, right?
right.
We're saying that there's about how much? How many students you say? 300.
300. Let's say 300. Yeah,
Okay, there's 300 students, right? So we're saying that there needs to be 300 sausages, right?
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Makes sense. Yeah.
300 students, 300 sausages. That's how it's just gonna go. But
All
if I
right.
do the calculations right,
Math.
we need to do about that's 12 packets of sausages needed.
Okay. And each pack is $11.
Yeah, so it's $132.
So that's less than half.
So the school would pocket $168.
Quite a lot.
Think about it. Like that's like that's a lot of money.
Yeah. Just
That's
for
a
us to wear out.
that's a lot of money, dude. They are pocketing more than half of the money because the half would have been 150.
Yeah.
They're pocketing more than half of the money that we gave.
Just for us to wear our own clothes and to get a sausage.
Right, and then don't forget,
Yeah.
like, how much is the bread? Like, that's the next question.
Oh my god. The bread. Bread's even cheaper.
Exactly.
Yeah. You
So,
only need
like,
like a couple and then you add
right,
them
right,
up.
and then like sometimes they don't even use they use the sliced bread. Remember, they use the
Yeah, that's what
toast.
they always use. Yeah. The
Yeah, so
toast.
like, and of course they're gonna be like the cheapest one because like the schools are like pretty much tight asses. Um,
Always tight asses. Not pretty much. Always. Guaranteed. Because they're spending all your money on something for the school, actually.
so like what like I don't know, but basically don't worry about the bread. Like it's too hard to calculate the bread.
So, yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting you to calculate all this.
But basically, like they're pocketing the money, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, like we all knew they were gonna pocket the money, but like like they'll use the word gold coin donation. Like that's not a donation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They could have called it gold coin fee, but they use the word donation. Like, oh, we're gonna use that money basically to donate to something. And then at the end, you don't hear anything about the donation. So which place did we donate to?
The the school.
Exactly, the
The
Sausage
school's
Sizzle
personal fund.
Foundation, and the Sausage Sizzle
Uh,
Foundation is part of the school. Thank you for listening to my TED talk.
yeah.
Yeah. Nah, but for seriously, couldn't like the principal, like who pretty much like runs the school, just gave the teachers like $200, and then we're like, go buy a whole bunch of stuff with these items, right?
They could have, but it's like, why do that when we could make some money?
Exactly, exactly. No, but like if they actually wanted to donate, they could have like 200, and then they could use the whole $300 to like do something. And remember, this is $300 if we're like donating $1, so we're being very charitable with this money pricing.
Oh yeah, of course.
It could have been like it's between $200 to $300. No, sorry, not 2 to 3, $300 to $600. That's what she'll say with your numbers.
Hmm. There.
It's a lot of money. All for what? So we can all enjoy a sausage sizzle. And like the sausage sizzle is like you think it'd be great, right? It's not.
I mean, it's like a basic. It's basic.
No,
It's
not
nothing
the
too
sausage
special
sizzle.
or
The
anything.
sausage sizzle is good, right? The food is good. Free, like a dollar for sausage sizzle is fantastic, right?
Right.
Bunnings charge like $3. So like a dollar for sausage sizzle is completely fine. It's the experience because they're like, all right, the sausage sizzle will happen at lunchtime, right?
Yeah,
So like, and let's say like you have to be yeah. So you want to leave the classroom, right? So to pack up all your things and leave, you have to like it becomes a race, right?
like
No,
I
it
like
becomes
to
a race
get
to line up for that sausage sizzle.
yeah, yeah.
And then he comes, like, it's not like the teachers won't be prepared. So the teachers are also prepping it as you're going to it. So then it takes a couple of minutes because if you sit there, imagine like the teachers actually prepare the sausages, right? So you sit there, everyone's lining up, and it's like bam, 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 bam. Like people are just entering, leaving. No, no, you get there and it's like, wait. So it's like, oh, this one's done. And it takes a while, because like imagine they had like kind of prepped, you know what I mean? So like,
Well,
the,
'cause
like
even if they had kind of prepped, it wouldn't be like with the influx of students, it wouldn't be enough. You'd
I know,
have to
but like
wait.
let's say
Yeah,
you prepped, yeah. So like at
yeah,
least like you have like 20 or 30 ready. So like because like you sit there and like when I say prep, like all you do is put them on, like get them ready, have the bread ready, like as the students come in, like you already had like those 20 already taken off the grill, like they're still hot. So you sit there, it's like bam, you know what I mean? You get to 20
yeah.
as those like the next set are coming. No, 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 nothing. So nothing's prepped, right?
Right.
Nothing's prepped.
The
So you
only thing
sit
that's
there,
prepped is like the bread.
the bread.
Yeah, the bread.
But you kind of get what I'm saying though. Like you sit there, like nothing's prepped. So you sit there. You are essentially, if you are, and it's like, don't forget, like right. There are a lot
Yeah.
of people that will be like, oh, like let's go as a group with our friends. So we can chat on the way. It's like, no, 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 I'm running.
I'm
I'm out
running.
of there. Oh yeah, sure. Let's chat in line and wait like 15 minutes, and by the time we eat the sausage, lunch is over. No, no, no. When I was a kid, I'm running. I'm running out that door. I want to be the first one there. I want to eat my sausage, sizzle, then like do whatever the hell I want for lunch.
Sure, I can see that.
Oh, students, sorry, stay back for a couple. No, 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 miss, I'm going.
Stay back for a couple minutes.
I'm sorry, like this is sausage sizzle day. This doesn't happen. And then worst
Man
of
has
all, you sit there.
priorities.
It's like oh, the teachers get the sausage sizzle first before the students as well. So if the teacher goes up, they just grab it first. Like, oh yeah, here you go. It's like, hold up, hold up, hold up. What? Why are you not lining up?
Yeah, I feel like in like high school that was not the case. Everyone lined up.
Yeah, I know, but like when
But
you
in
were
high
young,
school, it wasn't even the teachers doing it; it was the
yeah,
students that
like
were
for some
doing it.
reason they
Most.
got us to do it.
Yeah, but it was like
Yeah,
the
but see, when you got the
older
students
years.
to do it, they prep. So like they knew what they were doing.
Yeah, yeah,
They, so
I don't know.
yeah, but like back, I'm talking when I was young, like when I was primary school. It's like no, no,
Yeah,
no, this shit was all over the place.
no, no,
There was no effective
you have
system.
to wait.
It's like, hold up. It's like the students stay back. It's like, hold up, miss. Did you not hear the announcement? There was sausage sizzle. Like, why did this? Today is the day you decide to let us stay back. You know
Don't
what?
know.
You hear what I'm saying?
They want you to suffer the weightage of the
And here
sausage
comes the
sizzle.
worst bit. Like the sauces, they'll bring one bottle of each sauce.
Yeah, like
Tomato,
tomato,
barbecue, and mustard. No
barbecue.
one has the mustard because here in Australia,
Yeah,
mustard is
no
not
one
that
has the
popular.
mustard.
So mustard's
Yeah.
full. By the time you get there, both the tomato and barbecue are empty. So it was kind of like
Equal
a
to do.
mental game. It's like a race against time. You sit
They
there.
also have like onions as well.
Well,
Like
back when you were young, no one ate onions. Like you know what I'm talking about like
I mean, yeah,
primary school. Like
but
I
I
don't
mean,
think
like,
like a lot
I
of
mean,
people
I
ate
still
onions.
don't eat them with my sausage, so
Yeah,
that's just me.
but like okay, obviously this experience way better when you were in high school. But like when you're in primary school, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Sit there, it's like the teacher. Did
it's
you
the
not
Wild
hear the
West.
morning announcement? It's sausage sizzle day. Don't give us back in class. Like, can you leave that kid back in class for like tomorrow?
Or like tomorrow. That's funny. No, you must suffer like everyone else suffers because that's how it worked, I guess.
My friends in the other class already have their sausage sizzle miss. Your fault. No, no,
I want my
it's all
$2 back. Oh, that's funny.
and it's because like
Um,
okay, it's worse when you're in school because like when in primary school, like in high school it's different because in high school like not a lot of people like do much at lunch. A few people like other outside like playing soccer or like playing like football or like doing sports, right? Most of the people just sit down and chat and like talk to each other, like look at each other's phones,
on the
like
like the library,
oh, the library, yeah. But like
chilling.
back in the day when you were primary school, everyone's like hide and seek, or like we're playing tag, or playing all this stuff. It's just you're lining up for sausage sizzle. You're
Yeah.
getting all these really
Or
active kids to line
or
up for
you're just
sausage sizzle.
playing with whatever like the new toys back in the day.
Right,
Just playing
right,
with
like
it.
or someone like you know
Yeah,
like what like Bakugan back when
Bakugan or
Beyblade was when I was a kid,
yeah,
people playing. But like you sit there, it's like
you
you've got all
know,
these
yeah,
energetic kids. You should try to get them to line up.
it's a recipe for disaster.
Exactly.
I don't know how they managed it.
I don't know. Anyway, I was supposed to say workplace incentives. Somehow we jumped to sausage sizzle and kids incentives. Yeah, so whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, good
But
enough.
those are like hilarious to talk about,
Bro, I'm hungry now after chatting about that.
dude. I don't know. I'm peckish myself, but let's talk about something else that will like soothe our hunger. Um, I
Sure.
want to talk about someone who's been in the headlines for the
Oh,
past few
here we
days.
go.
It's about like some dude and named Marcus Brownlee, very famous tech reviewer.
Yep.
This is important for me because like I'm a tech dude. Like there might be like a whole bunch of people like that are not into tech, but like tech dude. I'm not
Yeah,
saying
same
I
here.
aspire to be him. Like I'm not none of that. Like it's
Which
just
in the
cool.
IT
Like
sphere.
yeah, exactly tech dude. And there's a whole bunch of tech dudes that I watch. You know, I don't really watch Marcus like because he does like a lot of people are knowledge, but like look, I have nothing against sponsors, right?
Yeah.
And like nothing against YouTube sponsors, especially because like I see a lot of the YouTube like sponsors get like YouTube people that do sponsorship a lot of flack. But like,
Because of them taking the sponsor.
well, think about this for a sec, right? Let's say you've got a sport,
Okay.
okay, and that sport club decides to take a sponsor, but no one gets them some slack, right?
Right.
But then like a YouTuber decides to take a sponsor and they make a sponsored video on it, right? You sit there and like everyone's throwing shade at that person.
True.
Well,
I mean, depending on what they do.
or like okay, like
Yeah.
let's say they take the most popular sponsor out there. Um, okay, I'll give you two examples. Okay, right? I'll give you two
Yeah.
examples. Right, right. Example number one, you've got watching a soccer team, for example, right? They take a Nike
Alrighty.
sponsor
Yeah.
and added that sponsor, and all they do is like it's now their logos on the whatever it's called on their
Jersey.
shirt, and then like you go to the store and like that store say what's it called? The team proudly sponsored by whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or you
Because it's
go
on
to
their
that
jersey
team
and
store
uniform.
and it's like Nike sponsored this, right?
Yeah.
All right, whatever. Cool. That's not like the Nike. It's not a bad sponsor, right? Now you look at this YouTuber, right? Um, this YouTuber he decides to do a Raid Shadow Legends sponsor.
Right.
Like not a bad, like nothing wrong with Raid Shadow Legends. Again, it's just a game, mobile game. Some people play it, some people don't, right? The people be like, "Oh, use my link below. You get a whole bunch of stuff in Raid Shadow Legends, and Raid Shadow Legends probably like will do something like which is probably money incentives back to that person, right? So why
Yeah,
is
they're
it that
probably
like
doing
everyone
some money.
laughs at the guy that's doing Raid Shadow Legends, but no one laughs at the guy doing like the Nike sponsor?
Well, probably because like one of them's like a legitimate brand, whilst the other one's a phone game. That's
But
probably why.
like yeah, but like both like what I'm saying is both outcomes are like the people, the company, like right, taking money,
Yeah.
right? The
Oh, getting
individual took
money. Yeah.
money, and like the company took money. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a sponsorship.
And both of them, why do they take money? The company takes money because they need money in order to invest back into give back to the people, right? Like as in like their workers, which are basically their players. The guy took the money because he needs it for his livelihood. Basically the same scene.
Yeah.
And now look, I chose.
No,
Sorry about that.
let's say
Got the
it's
cop.
completely that's completely correct.
Well, yeah, but like I sit there, but like unless there is like an actual bad like thing that you took into like I don't think Great Shadow Legends is that bad. You know what I mean? Everyone laughs at it because yeah, it's a phone game, but like people are throwing slack at the person who took sponsor. Like imagine if you're in that shoes and you like money. You know what I mean? You're basically throwing money. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, what like
When do you take the opportunity to like establish yourself and your like family or whatever if you have like with that money? You know what I'm saying? Now I'm like, okay, it might not be like whatever it's called. Larry Challenge. Let's say Factor. Factor is not a bad, like you know what I mean?
no, it's not.
Like it's bok food and the food looks good. I haven't had like Factor's boxed food. You know what I mean? I've had other
Yeah,
like
maybe.
I've had another company's boxed food, but I haven't had Factor. But it looks good. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So like, if the company's actually bad, right? Like I understand,
Yeah.
but like these companies are bad. Like you know what I'm saying?
I think it's just the image it's perceived onto the audience. Like the
Right,
audience
but
like
like
looks at
why
stuff,
are
for
we like
instance, and
doing that
goes,
to like YouTubers, right? Who
mm.
probably need the money more than like a sporting company. You know what I'm saying?
'Cause one feels more, I guess, legitimate than the other.
Okay, let's say remove the sporting company. A celebrity has been endorsed by like a brand, and then they'll put like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Like put a like
Like
they're sponsored
a
by it.
sponsored. Oh, like for example, this celebrity is sponsored by like iPhone, and then like in all the photos she uses an iPhone. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like, you know, so basically that person's been uses an iPhone or like a Samsung or something, or like maybe she's sponsored by like a bag brand, and all the bags have to be Chanel, for example.
Right.
Is that the bag? I don't know. Like it's wait, that's I think that's a perfect Louis Vuitton. I'll make it easier.
Okay. I
But
mean,
like that person doesn't get any flack for using sponsors.
right.
All right. These examples, because for some reason, always YouTubers are the ones that take the flack with the sponsors, right?
Because I think they're the most upfront about it. A, because they have to, like legally they have to,
Mm.
and B, it's like whatever our reputation said sponsor has, it will be
Yeah,
reflected
but
on them.
bro,
Yeah.
like, what's a bad sponsorship that people have? Like, for example, like the most popular are probably the box lunch, like Facto, right?
Yeah.
Or like Gamer Subs, like that's not a box lunch, but you know what I'm saying? Or G
Yeah.
Fuel, like these aren't bad brands. Like a lot of people use them and they're not bad. You know what I mean? And how long of a segment do like people have like, oh, sponsor us here, and that's pretty much it. A part of the video, or B, yeah,
Yeah.
B like um it's like it's across their banner on like Twitch or something. You know what I mean? That's not that bad.
It isn't, but it's just. I think it's literally what I said. It's like if
Well, no, I look. Let me give you an example. If Timu sponsored someone and someone took it, like, okay, like I understand Timu's not that great. That
yeah,
I can understand. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
But that's the
but it's
perceived
more
because
so.
Timu's bad. You, like, I want to. A lot of
Well,
people
but have you seen people
perceive
getting
Timu as
flack for
bad.
like?
I'm not trying to say that they
Okay,
are not because like I can't like we can't specify, but you know what I mean. I
well,
perceive
if
them
you
as
say
bad.
like for example, you said factor. Have
Yeah.
you seen anyone getting flack for that?
Well, no, I get people.
For that
No,
sponsorship?
it's not like I'm not saying like Factor is like the people that are using Factor are getting flack. There's a whole bunch of people, right, that are getting flack for using sponsorship. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, it's their right to. If they want to, they can.
Right, but like, but I'm saying is like, why is it only YouTubers getting flack when like there's so many? I gave you examples. Celebrities use it, but I don't see celebrities getting as much flack. Or like sporting teams use it, they don't get as much flack unless they're putting the bet, unless they have like betting companies on their shirts or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I think because those are more so
is it because they
companies
it's to be
doing it.
expected?
Maybe it's to be expected for one, but it's also to like if it's a football company and
Yeah,
they're getting sponsored instead of just an individual,
right.
that could also be the
Like,
fact.
yeah,
I
I
don't
get what you're
know.
saying. I don't know. It's a weird
I'd
situation.
rather have someone get sponsored than a company, if that makes sense, because it's like you're just giving one company giving another company money,
Well, like for example, like
whilst the other is
oh,
just a company
let me hear this.
giving
A
an independent
celebrity,
money.
yeah, a popular celebrity might have enough money; they don't need the sponsorship,
Yeah,
right? But like
it's
for example,
possible.
like the reason why I accept like football clubs and all these other clubs like do it right is because like the money that they get from sponsorship goes back into the players' salaries.
Yeah,
So I accept that, but like I'm like it's weird that like we accept celebrities even though most celebrities have like so much money, like most of the
yeah, it's like
popular celebrities.
endorsements and all that. You know how that kind of works. It's like endorsements.
Yeah, I get that.
Them
I get
like,
that.
oh, only hold this brand, and it might influence other people just to buy that one.
I
Like
get that.
just to help the company's bottom line, basically.
Anyway, back to what
Yeah,
we're saying. Margaret Raleigh, like the guy
yeah,
with the heavy
we
sponsorship.
we jump from one thing to another.
No, but like the reason why, like, but like, because I see a lot of people like again, a lot of people dislike his video, even though he does tech reviews, yeah, because
Yeah.
they're sponsored, right?
Well, I mean, unless the video is sponsored and it's testing out that
Right, but like,
specific
okay,
thing,
okay,
yeah.
but there's a good reason why I bring that up because in his latest video, which is a sponsored video to show off his like new cameras and stuff, that was the whole point of the video.
Yeah,
he decides to rip his Lamborghini pretty much at 96 miles per
miles per
hour
hour
in a
in like
35 zone with children.
zone. Yeah, as I noted that children like are there often,
And,
or
just
like
to put
take
preference,
care children are here kind of thing.
if you don't know Marcus Brownlee, I think he's like 19 million subscriber. A lot.
So you count, and when he's taking
Um,
sponsors, so I mean he's getting paid.
I'm pretty sure he can order a track, a circuit, a strip, whatever you want to
Or
call
rent
it.
out like a strip, a circuit, something, or even if he wants to go drive on a highway, or even
Exactly,
like
like exactly.
further
The
around
point
the
is like
country,
if you wanna like do this like it's highway
there is
fine.
avenues. Yeah, highway's fine, but I'm saying it's like you have multiple ways of doing it,
Yeah,
and you
like
just took
she just took the
the worst way.
worst one, and then he tried to like cut it out, right?
Yeah, yeah.
The
I mean,
video, and he
he
said
did
something
better.
like
He cut it out.
unnecessary.
Unnecessary for the sponsor.
Well, I guess so, but like
I
I
mean,
don't
I
know.
hope the sponsor's not taking flack for it because the sponsor's probably looking at it like,
Yeah, but like he
what's
comes like
happening?
I researched the sponsor. And I like I don't remember what his name was, but like it was highly reputable sponsor. So, like this isn't one of those like cheap as like sponsors like you know what I mean. This isn't like a Raid Shadow Legend sponsor. This is actually like a very like top tier sponsor in the tech world.
Yeah, I mean,
You're gonna go mean?
yeah. So
What
it's like they're a reputable sponsor, and then the video like this comes out, that could hurt them a bit.
exactly, and
Yeah.
like so I'm wondering like well we haven't seen anything like obviously after this like from the sponsors side of things. That's what I'm trying to
Like
get.
think of it as like think of it from their end kind of
Well,
thing. Is that what you
I'm
mean?
saying like the sponsors not said like we don't endorse whatever Markley Brownlee has done. I haven't seen them point out anything. You know what I mean? Or I haven't seen them
Yeah.
like we are no longer sponsoring. We are no longer like you know what I mean? Sponsoring like whatever it's called. You know what I
We all
mean?
know like we won't be working with this
Exactly.
guy
I
in
haven't seen
future,
any
something
of
like
those.
that.
So like nothing as of yet. So I don't know if like if they went directly to him with lawyers. I don't know. You know what I mean? Because
We'll
obviously
see.
like he took it off because like you know what I mean? Like because easily uh whatever's on the internet stays on the internet, right?
Yeah.
Now, maybe they could like easily because if the sponsor, they could easily just get him to take down the video.
I mean, they could just go, yo, we don't endorse that. Please take it down, and he could just take it down.
Right. But yeah, exactly
Yeah,
right.
because they do have. I want to say the power, but they have the. I was, they
Well,
have
because
basically
they might be
the
like
say.
we'll
There's a
tear up
say
the
for it
contract. We'll
because
tear up the contract if you don't play on the video.
yeah,
Right, but like what I'm
they
saying is,
have the
as
same.
of
They
right now,
have the
the video's
saying
still up.
power.
Like the video, I'm pretty sure it's still up. So like,
Look, even though they don't have the power, they have the saying power. It's like, look, we are paying you for this. We don't endorse this. Please
pretty much,
take this
yeah.
down. Yeah,
Yeah.
and they will have to comply.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly. Anyway, like outside of sponsorship, like outside of like from both their perspective, what our thoughts on it is that we think it's pretty dumb.
it's quite dumb,
It is very dumb, and
kind of
like I said,
stupid.
like again, like there is two options. There's the money option and there's the no money option. The money option is you could have rented out a strip, you could have rented out a circuit, you could have rented out somewhere you could do it, and the non money option is like you could have went like somewhere highway, you know what I mean, and just did it there.
Yeah.
You decide to do it. Neither of those options. You just decided like, oh, my local road, for example. Now,
Oh, we should probably also mention that he blurred the what do you call it? The why am I forgetting the name for it?
speedometer.
The speedometer, but this car special has like
Well, it's
a
already
speedometer
going.
reading
But
on
I
the
watched the video again. He was already
right
going
side.
50 before 30,
Yeah,
in the
before
35
yeah,
before he blurred it out. So that's already bad.
yeah. I mean, it's
But
already
like,
bad, but at least I mean, there's like actual proof of
well,
him doing
let
it.
me hit
Yeah,
this. Like
all right.
him and his team could have easily scouted the area right before doing it.
Yeah,
So there's no one involved, right? And now we don't know because he could have put like the do not enter like on both sides where he did it. Again, we don't know. Yeah, there's so many questions we don't know, right?
yeah,
But I'm taking it at face value. Now, like, there's two things that I don't understand. Like, let's say you take it at face value, he did it there, right? Number one,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like the stopping, like when you press the brakes, the car does not instantly brake. No matter how hard you press the stopping, there's still distance to go. So let's say you're going
Of course,
90.
yeah.
it's gonna take like few meters before like it stops. You know what I mean? So let's say you see that person jump onto the road, like a kid, for example. They're going flying. That's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Now, like,
'cause, I mean, you can stop, but you're not gonna stop quick enough.
yeah, exactly. Number two, that's
Yeah,
number
if
one,
they
right?
suddenly jump, yeah.
Number two is like you're not only putting the person outside in danger, you're putting yourself
And
and if you had a
yourself in
passenger
danger.
both in danger. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So, like, let's say I don't know. I don't know if there was a passenger in there, but let's say you're driving. You knew the consequences you're taking, right? But does the passenger, if there is with you, yeah,
yeah.
know that you're doing? You know what I mean? I'm thinking like
Yeah,
they
because
might have freaked out. Whatever. You know what I'm saying?
you're responsible for you and whoever else is in the car,
Yeah, you
and
need to realize
to
that
an
it's not
extent, the
just
people outside.
you're responsible for yourself. You're responsible for like the people inside. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
I don't know.
and
But
number three is if there was like a cop there, you'd book like a huge fine.
yeah, he's gonna. I think there's gonna be a fine for it. There's literally evidence.
I know there's evidence, right?
Yeah, so I see no reason why he
And
wouldn't
then
cop a
like
fine for it.
I don't get like YouTube's got a whole bunch of policies against it. Like I don't know what was going through your head, man.
Yeah,
His
it's
head.
your worst brother. It's
Yeah. And by the way, like this is the guy who got into controversy previously for like an app, wallpaper app that he
oh yeah, like
released.
that $50.
Like yeah, something like that. And like it's weird because like he's a guy who's always said he's like his stance was against these type of things,
But then
and then he
here we
does what he does.
are.
It's like you were not supposed to join them. You were supposed to destroy them. You're not supposed to join them. Like that Star Wars quote. Goddamn, I'm terrible at that. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
That was him.
yeah,
Anyway, so like it's two like strikes within like not far. You know what I mean?
yeah. I mean,
Uh,
it's 2 strikes within like a couple month period, or
yeah,
even less.
exactly. Obviously, one I think is worse than the other. Like this driving
Yeah,
one, I think
much
is
worse.
way worse. Um, because in my eyes, like once I see the driving, I don't trust him behind a car. Like if I go, like imagine if you go with him, for example. I don't know, one day, like oh, like you order an Uber and he's the one driving. You're like, ooh, hell the hell no. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah. So like, and like a lot of people like don't trust him in a car. I don't know. Like society should no longer trust him in a car.
yeah. I mean,
The evidence is there.
yeah.
Like let local
Well, I
whatever.
mean, it's like, I mean, it's not gonna stop him from driving though.
Yeah.
Yeah. If anything, it's probably gonna give him
I
a
mean,
fine,
yeah,
maybe
he
on a
did put
couple
up a
points of
response on
his
his YouTube video
license,
saying it was unnecessary, cutting out unnecessary, and then he did put a thing on Twitter basically saying
like
like I was
apologizing. Yeah.
reckless, blah blah blah.
Wait, 'cause he can't do anything else. I mean,
Yeah, I know, but like obviously,
if he denies, he's gonna cop one from his sponsor,
exactly,
probably.
exactly, exactly. And then like on top of that, like
Yeah.
the reasoning he probably did that right is just because to show off the car. Like there is no, I don't think
Yeah.
there is anything else. Dude. Or and the other thing is right, like yeah, to show off like because the sponsors are, I think it was camera, right? Like the whole point of the video to sponsors show off with camera, right?
Yeah.
And now this might be stupid because I don't think the sponsor would have said it to him to do it, right? It's like he's trying to test the camera in like a dangerous situation, like that's a theory I saw going around. I think it's so dumb. I don't believe that theory.
Why? Why would that be the case?
Well, to show like for
uh,
example, going like like at a certain speed or like doing like some sort of like because like if you wanted to test it like imagine if the company's like good like to test the durability, do something like stupid with it, right?
yeah.
Not like he's actually stupid. What I mean is like you could have dropped the camera from like what's it called like off like the sky and then like that could have tested durability. You know what I mean? My
Yeah, you could
bad.
have dropped it. You could have, I
Yeah,
don't know,
exactly. But then,
put it
like,
in
yeah,
like
let's
a
say he wanted to test his
fire.
jubilee. It went like 90, which is something you don't normally do on like the road. Yeah, and it's just the camera. I don't know. Like, I saw that theory going around. And I sat there with no that is like yeah, okay, it is a theory and it could be possible, but I think it's too stupid to be
It's
possible.
too
Like,
stupid because the reason is you could literally just. Why would you put yourself in harm's way? Just put the camera in harm's way. Put it in fire. Put it in a freezer.
well, no,
Throw
it's
it
not. It's not that.
behind,
Okay,
like,
you want to put your health in harm's way. All right, fine, but don't put in everyone else. You know what I mean? In harm's way.
I mean, well, I mean, it's I get what you mean, but it's like it would be stupid to put your own
It's exactly,
self in harm's
exactly,
way
exactly.
for it. Unless you're just dumb, I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, according to what we just talked about, I mean, this is all just stupid. So it's like,
Yeah. At
you
the
know,
end of the day, bottom line is do not speed.
yeah, don't.
And especially look,
don't do it.
you're pretty much doing nearly triple the speed. You know what I mean? Yeah, because triple the speed
Yeah,
just said 35 would have been like would have been
then
100,
limit. Yeah,
105. You're pretty much doing 90, 96, let's say. That's 10 off triple the speed in a 35 zone. Why do you think it says 35? It's because A, two reasons, right? There's got a sign that says um there's children area. And number two,
yep,
I'm pretty sure there's gonna be lots of bends and turns in the area. Right? That's probably
true.
the other reason. So imagine if you're going like 90 and then there's a sharp turn, you're oh shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly, exactly. That's it's not just for like outside safety, it's also for your safety.
I mean, it's just because it's more so like a residential area. There could be
Yeah.
roundabouts. There could be like
Exactly,
it's
exactly.
crossings, like stuff that requires you to brake a lot. So you'd
Yeah,
probably want to
I don't
be
know.
at a
I don't
slower
know.
speed.
I
And
don't know.
people, so there.
And again, like he had, like I said, he has no reason to speed. It's not like he's going like he's late to an appointment. Like he's not trying to save someone's life. He's trying to go to the hospital. He just did it for a video.
Yeah,
All right, all
do
right.
it for
Let's
the
let's.
fine, bro. Like
It's for the views.
yeah.
Anyway, let's move on. Let's just go with the final thing I want to discuss. Last time in our last video, we said for Halloween we were gonna watch a Scooby Doo movie,
Scooby
and that's
Dooby
exactly
Doo,
what we
yeah.
did. We watched Scooby Doo Shaggy Showdown, 2017, right?
17.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was 2017 the
2017.
movie came out. So it's only been 7 years.
It
Shit
holds
old,
up
yeah.
pretty good for a 70-year-old movie.
It does. I mean, especially for a Scooby Doo movie, it holds up really well
I think it's a
compared to
very
some
good
other
Scooby
ones.
Doo movie. I think it's a very good Scooby Doo movie. Again, simple plot. Like they go spoilers if you haven't seen it.
Yep.
Pretty much like they go because Shaggy's cousin
Shaggy's Shaggy has a long lost cousin that's like what, second removed,
twice removed.
twice removed.
I'll never understand that.
I did actually search it up. It's basically so when you know how you have generations,
Mm.
family. So it'd be two generations, and then that's when they like split off, kind of thing. So it'd be that. So it's like so it'd be Shaggy's I guess grandparents, and it'd be like they kind of split from there, and then they're like kind of just separate. If that makes sense.
So you're saying like the Shaggy's grandparents divorced? Are we saying?
I don't know if it's divorced or
Well,
they
when you say
just kind of
split,
split
I'm
off
trying to, I'm trying to
together. Yeah, it's I can search up again, but it's like that's
like you
from
know,
much
I was trying to
memory.
twice remove. I was like, I don't know, but
Yeah, separated in a relationship by two generations. So yeah, something akin
okay,
to that.
okay, something happened.
Yeah,
Anyway, yep.
but yeah, so
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
yeah,
Like that.
they
They kind
they
of
told him
invited
to
like
come over.
Shaggy to come over, and then like he gets there, and like
Everyone's scared of him,
his ancestor is apparently like haunting the town, whatever. And
and he
yeah,
looks exactly like him.
it looks exactly
You
like
know,
Shaggy. Um, but yeah, and then
what is
like
it, Dapper
they try and
Jack?
resolve it, and like at the same time, like you got what's good like the Steak Corporation, Rattlesnake, buying up the town because of the ghost,
Yep,
and yep. So it's a combination of two. So basically, the ghost is trying to scare people, while Rattlesnake is trying to purchase
buy
all
up
like
the
the
town
town, and
basically.
like yeah, and it's clearly succeeding because of the ghost.
Yep, so they're in cahoots.
That's pretty much the whole plot. Like you know,
Well, I mean, that's like the synopsis, I guess.
yeah, the synopsis, the synopsis,
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean the whole plot would be what I mean how it all plays
yeah.
out, but
Okay,
yeah.
and then it plays out by like uh it's like pretty much the gang catching those two in
The
the act
culprits.
pretty much at the ranch festival.
Yeah, they caught one of them first, and then they look through some of the other stuff, and then
Yeah,
they figured out who
exactly,
the second
exactly.
guy
Yeah, but
was.
that all happened like the ranch festival after like Shaggy won like the award, and yeah, pretty
For
much.
like the
Yeah, there's like
horse
very
derby.
high level plot.
Yeah, high level. I mean, I wouldn't call it high level. It's just stuff is going on whilst other stuff's going on, like subplots within a plot.
No, I'm saying
They're
that
very basic.
that's like the plot. Like think about it. Like I
Oh,
just
that's
explained.
a
Like
plot in
they
general.
arrived there and then like they did stuff and like the next few days and then Shaggy won the trophy and that's when they called everyone. Pretty much. That's the high level
Pretty
plot.
much, but it's like, yeah, it just we're just skipping on like
A whole bunch
all
of
the
detail, which we're gonna go through.
yeah.
Which we're gonna go through. Which definitely go through. Yeah. Um. Yeah. No, it is a very good one. Scooby Doo. Scooby and Shaggy up to normal shenanigans with food,
Yep.
being scared. Pretty much. I don't think there's anything else like that they did different, except like maybe Shaggy looked like a badass when like doing some of the cowboy stuff.
Yeah. I mean, would you call badass? Maybe I don't know.
Well, way better than Fred. They
Good
did Fred very dirty
confidence.
in this movie.
Yeah, Fred got like the short end of the stick in this
Yeah,
movie.
like pretty much.
Like 90%
Fred
of
wanted
the
to show
runtime.
off so many times, but then like Shaggy can do it and Scooby can do it as well.
Yeah, Fred can't.
Yeah,
I
pretty
mean, he
much.
loves his traps, but he just can't do anything else.
I
And
could
towards
like
the
the
end, he
first
was
trap
able to do
he
something.
set up failed pretty badly.
Yeah, I mean, he set off his own trap.
Hmm.
So I mean, there you go.
Yeah,
But I mean, we had some side characters
yeah, we had a whole
like
bunch of side
the
characters.
family.
Yeah, we had the weird family, the business dudes, and then like
Yeah,
and then
the
like
two
the
pranksters.
yeah, and then like we had like the other dudes who were like expert in pretty much everything, like the farming stuff. That was yeah,
Oh yeah, like the
uh,
ranch owners and
yeah,
whatnot.
pretty much.
Yeah,
And then like what's good like Buddy G, the famous singer.
DG,
Yeah,
famous celebrity that was randomly there. Yeah,
yeah, and then like the two pranking was it aunties or whatever like
pranksters.
where they were like the backup dancer, which was weird. Where did that come from? Um,
And I mean, yeah, and then like some of the characters were just not used. Like the parents serve nothing, the golf girls
well,
serve
no,
nothing.
the characters were used, right? But like
They did
like,
nothing.
no, it's not about like they put a whole bunch of characters. Obviously, they did nothing. I'm just saying like they Scooby-Doo in the show likes to throw characters just to like cast suspicion on who it can be. For example, Goth Girl really hates the ranch and a whole bunch of stuff. So you sit there and you're like, maybe she's the one, right? And then you sit there, it's like, well, the parents they act a bit weird, you know, like you know what I'm saying. Then you had like the business dudes who went out driving in the middle of the night for no reason, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, but the business dudes had like they see some of those characters had more of a role
Correct,
than those characters.
right? But like it's like bro, if you had a smaller cast, right? You know what I mean? It becomes like it becomes like well, how do we throw suspicion around like who's the like you know what I mean the
Villain,
ghost,
the
right?
culprit.
You kind of get what I'm saying?
Even though it was quite easy to guess, to be
Well, it was
honest.
quite easy to guess, yes, but you still to throw around suspicion, right? Like I said,
Yeah,
the goth chick really hates the place. So you sit there, it's like maybe it's her. Even like what's it called? Remember, like there was a character that hinted at it. Like what? Why did she hate this place? I don't remember who said it. Remember?
I don't know. I mean, I don't remember, to be honest. But
Yeah, but there was a character that said like, I wonder what she got against this place, right? And then of course like I don't know, you had that weird store owner that was like really invested into bait, like that was weird as
yeah,
well.
fishing bait.
Yeah,
Oh
that
yeah,
was.
but that's just comedic relief.
I agree with
Like
you, but like
that's it.
yeah, but like I think Scooby Doo needs a bigger cast like in order to like throw suspicion, right?
Oh yeah, but I mean, like use them.
No, yeah,
You got a bigger
obviously use
cast,
them.
might as well
Like,
use them.
yeah, use them. But I agree with you. Use them, but like, it's just like it's some characters. I'm not against like it's the way that characters interact as well. Tries to like think. For example, that one dude that like was the chef, the driver, that was everything. Like
Yeah,
he was weird. You know what I mean? Then you had the other dude who was like who couldn't see, like
yeah,
short sighted. Like he was also weird. Like you threw around these suspicions like why is there one person that can like manage everything? You know, like as the viewer, yeah. You sit there and like
yeah.
that means he has access to everything, yeah.
True.
So you sit there like it's just a throw shit. Then you've got like I said, like the short sighted dude who knows pretty much the history of the town. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he can't see crap.
Like yeah, but like it's all these like to throw suspicion. Like that's like I said, like yeah, sure they don't use them like as in like in action, but like it's just the like
Yeah,
the way they say things. You know what I mean? So no suspicions. That's just to
yeah,
get
but
like.
like you can
No, I
easily
agree with
guess
you.
like
I'm
some
not
of
saying
them
I don't
off.
disagree with you, right? But then again,
Yeah,
like for example, let's say we decide, okay, if we're not gonna include these characters, and even if we use them or not, like let's say we don't include them, the cast becomes so short, right? that like it's so easy to figure out. Like, right, we've got like three, four characters. You're like, oh, okay, it's you know what I'm saying? You get what I mean?
True, but even if you take them out, there's still more than like 10 characters in the show. If you think about
Yeah,
it,
and
there's
I agree
quite a
with you.
lot
I
in
agree.
this. I'm not sure the movie.
No,
The thing is, it's just like so. Like for instance, if you mentioned the characters you just mentioned,
well,
like
there's a few
the
more I think
what's
that like you don't need. For example, like, did you really need the two aunties that are pranking each other? Like, and then like have
no
them surprised. Let's have like let's throw them up as like Buddy G's backup dancers. Well, he could have had any backup dancers. You know what I
anyone,
mean?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But I guess they'll at least they'll comic relief. Like
No, I
look,
get that.
look,
I get that. I get that. But I'm trying to get is like the characters. There are some characters you sit there and like that are unimportant, right? Do you know what I
yeah,
mean? But I get I get what you're trying to say. But like I'm just trying to say like from my perspective, you need in this is like I'm just thinking perspective from a Scooby Doo, right?
yeah,
You need a bigger cast, right? In order to like how do you say it? In order to like throw let the viewers like at least oh like every action they do like might like you know what every weird action they do might be like oh can this guy be the villain, right?
right,
You know, like even if it's a small minute thing, like the guy knows the history, even though he can't see it, it's like, well, hold up, like if you know the history that well, that means that you can act like you know what I mean. You can like be like the villain, which is Dapper Jack, which you haven't mentioned yet, yeah,
yeah,
because you need good history of the place to know it. You know, kind of get what I'm saying.
true.
Like yeah, like
I mean,
that's just like, it's a small thing. It's a small thing, but like it just like throws like someone a suspicion. Yeah, in this one, and now it might work in better in other like Scooby Doo's when you don't know who it is, right? Because you sit there
yeah,
like even all the clues at the end, you're still surprised, right? And this one it was very obvious who it was, right?
yeah,
Right, and then and then like we knew, and then like obviously this one was had to be a big cast because there was two. Remember, there's two villains, right? If it was one villain, I
true.
think you can shrink down the cast, but it was two villains, and the second one was Rattlesnake, like company. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, he was the owner of the company.
What did
So
he?
I
Was
mean,
it
yeah,
mentioned he was a? I don't remember him.
yes, he is the owner of it.
Okay, okay, cool. That's something I
He
didn't
owns
know.
the company
I thought it was just
because
some dude.
he made the website for it.
Oh yeah. He made the.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
See, but I could have felt like okay, for instance, that golf chick, she could have given a hint on like you know how she doesn't like this place.
Hmm.
You could have just said, oh, "I don't like this place. I can't wait for it to eventually become like a resort," and that could be a hint, for instance. But it's like no, like I feel like that character was like the most
Well, no, no.
underused character in the whole movie.
Look, I do agree. I do agree with you. But then, like, she changed when, like, Buddy, like, you remember,
Yeah,
like,
she just gave him like, "Oh, good job."
yeah. But I don't know. That
Very
was a
cool.
weird. That was a weird. Like, that
The
was a weird
parents could
thing.
have done the same thing.
Well, the parents, like, I thought the parents were heavily weird because, like, I don't know, like, they were tanned as hell. Like, you know what I mean? I was like,
They look odd. They're
we
just
just
like
looked odd. Like,
yeah.
I was like, what is going on?
Like they even bring up Buddy G's trauma, so at least they had
Yeah, but
something
oh,
to
yeah, okay, that was
contribute.
weird. That was extremely weird. Let's just go to this point, right? Uh,
Yeah,
but Buddy G, yeah, for some reason
yeah,
he's scared of horses, and
yeah. For some reason,
no flat, no, what's it called? No recollection of, or like no flashback, and no reason why.
he just scared of him.
You're just scared of it. It's weird. Like, and at the end, he overcomes his fear because like he rode
Scooby
Scooby.
Doo. Yeah,
I don't know, but
sure.
I don't know, but like he could have given us a small flashback or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
Anyways, we should
have
probably
no
talk
idea.
about Dapper Jack.
No, I wanna talk about like yeah, probably Dapper Jack is a cool villain. I think it was a cool villain.
Yeah. I mean, as the ghost thing, yeah, he's pretty cool. Shoots like what he has like revolvers that shoot up green fire.
No,
It's pretty cool.
yeah, he's cool. His design was cool. Yeah, it's got Shaggy vibes. Yeah, uh,
Yeah.
he was cool. Plus I don't know, like he's like an awesome villain. Like you know what I mean?
I mean, it's just like every other villain. They chase him around, they do the shenanigans and whatnot. He just has a cool design.
No, his design was cool. That's what I'm trying to say. Like I've
Mm.
got no, I've got like I mean it's what like Scooby Doo does have the basic formula, right? Where
Yeah.
like all villains pretty much do the same thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They just chase
It's
the
kind of in
characters
line.
around. You know what I mean? Do their villainy act like where they just like damage the place because they always damage wherever they go. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, they kind of have to. I mean, and
Yeah,
like
exactly,
introduces
exactly.
something.
But this is like a Scooby Doo formula that like this is a formula that Scooby Doo uses. Sorry, I'm like oh yep, Scooby Doo formula, a formula that they use right, and it always works well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it works well. It's it
I've
works
never
well
had
for the
any
film. It
qualms
works well
with
for the
Scooby
show.
Doo characters. Villains,
What do you mean?
villains, villains. I've never had any like problems with them.
Oh yeah, because I mean, they're there for what they're there for. They're the villains are
Yeah,
ghost,
yeah. But I'm trying to say what I
destroy the
mean is
place,
like
make the place.
what I mean is like the Scooby Doo villains like they all have like a formula, right?
Yeah,
To use, right? And this formula is like a very easy. Like they when they're there, they cause mischief until like when the people get there, right? They still do cause mischief. It's just like what's it called? They start running around chasing them. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to chase them. You kind of get what I'm saying. You could have just keep causing mischief and just left them alone. You know what I mean?
yeah, and there's always a trap involved and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
they get
exactly,
the culprit
exactly.
in the
Yeah,
arm
yeah,
masking.
pretty much.
Simple.
But like it's just it's just a formula like that was being used.
Basically, I mean, they still use it. Uh,
Yeah, but like I'm saying, it's like they don't
mainly.
change up the formula
Yeah,
because it's good. It works well. And there's some like, and every like, there's always some comedic bit with like food with the villain. Like, occasionally will like make some sort of food and they'll eat it or whatever. You know what I mean? In front of them, like,
something like that. Yeah,
yeah, like, but yeah, like, it's a cool villain. Like, yeah. Is there anything else
and then
we want to mention?
probably Dapper Jack's backstory.
Yeah, to prepare Jack's backstory. Yeah, like they thought they would have a plot twist. I think it was like everyone saw through it because
Yeah,
Dapper Jack was supposed to be a villain, like was called a villain, and then like nope, he's actually the good guy, and like the sheriff was like trying to take money or something. Like
yeah,
so, yeah.
because like Dapper Jack was being so nice and people loved him, and Sheriff didn't like that because he's like no one really uses like no one goes to him not like nothing like that. So instead, he framed him for like a crime, and then whilst he was in jail, he kept using like his like image to
Mm,
commit more
mm, mm,
crimes,
mm,
and then
mm,
that's
yeah,
how the story, that's how the legend became him as a
yeah, but everyone
villain.
knew it was like hate because like if you think about it, like Shaggy is a good person.
Yeah, Shaggy's a good person, and his cousin, second removed, is
It's
also a good
also a good
person.
person. Yeah, exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
but it's like and then they were using that legend to make the Quantic Town and let people leave, and then they buy out the
Pretty
entire
much, yeah,
town.
yeah. The rattlesnake was trying to buy out. So wait, was the other dude also a rattlesnake employee? Like that makes the most sense to me.
I'm assuming so.
Okay, because that
Like
was
they
never
were in
mentioned.
cahoots. I'm
Yeah,
assuming.
they
No, it
were.
was never mentioned.
Yeah.
But the guy just mentions like, yeah, I own Rattlesnake because the company uses the same font as the website for the ranch,
Mm.
which was kind of dumb, but whatever. And he basically just like, yeah, I want to make a what do you call it? A resort here, like a water place.
Pretty
Yeah,
much,
so
pretty
it
much. Yeah,
actually
yeah,
makes
yeah, yeah.
money. Yeah,
Mm.
and
A
yeah,
water place in the middle of the
that's the
desert.
plot. Yeah, and then because of that, I mean, he also has a shotgun. He almost killed people, and then he ended up getting taken out. Like, not. I mean, he ended up getting like knocked out. I think during
Yeah,
that
yeah,
chase.
yeah. Pretty
Yeah,
much.
something like that.
Yeah.
And that's the plot, I
Yeah.
guess.
The other the bit I want to mention is they had like that horse from that one movie. Like they had
Oh
the same
yeah,
design horse.
the.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. I don't know if it was a reference or something,
Do you
but it was
remember
just
the movie though?
like
The name of the movie?
the horse movie.
Yeah,
Uh,
you searching it up?
Spirit.
Okay, Spirit. Yeah,
Yeah, I was searching it up
I
because
don't know, it
he.
was really like that.
Mm,
It
that
was
was
just kind
cool.
of random. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
Oh, and
Yeah,
Scooby being a horse talk was kind of random as well.
a
I
horse
can speak,
whisperer.
yeah,
Yeah,
horse whisperer. I can speak horse.
he's
What
like, I
does it
don't
mean?
know. I'm just speaking to him. And there wasn't any reference to Scooby Snacks.
Yeah, that was weird. That was very
Yeah,
weird.
that was the
Mr.
only kind of took me out to be like, huh. Like
Yeah,
you
no
don't
Scooby
realize until
Snack.
afterwards. You're like,
Did
oh, no
Scooby and
Scooby Snacks.
Shaggy at all dress up? Like they always like dress up in costume when running away. I don't remember that.
Oh, they're wearing like cowboy outfits. I mean, Shaggy was the majority of the
No, no,
time
I'm
wearing
talking
like
about when
different outfits.
when
Oh yeah, no, 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 not
when they're
during the
like
chase at
they'll yeah
least.
during the chase like they'll dress up and they'll be like think I'm gonna hurt. Hold up, what? Like yeah. See another
But
thing like
that's not used in every episode either.
yeah
Like
I know,
that
but like for
sometimes
example
is
when
easier.
again like I said like well sometimes when like the villain again or when I talk about like the formula they use when they chase they sometimes act dumb.
Yeah, I mean they were doing the mirror thing whilst like
Yeah, see what I
Dapper
mean?
Jack and
Who
Shaggy like
like bro, like you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, wait, do they do that chase scene in the hall? I don't think there's like loads of like times Scooby Doo like do that, like the iconic one.
What, like the running or?
No, no. For example, there's a hallway, and then there's like 4 or 5 different like passages, and then they just go through,
Oh no,
and
I
like
don't think they did it
and
in
the
this
one
movie.
be like randomly like it'll be the other way around, where it'll be
Yeah,
like them, and then like the guy turns to them. You know what I'm talking about, right?
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I know what you
And
mean.
like with the doors and stuff, like that's an iconic Scooby Doo like a clip.
I don't know. Didn't I don't think they did that in the movie.
Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. But like I'm just trying to say it's iconic
Yeah,
like that. Anyway, rating. This is I'm gonna say.
it's.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say 6 or 7. I
Okay.
don't know. I said that the same during the
Okay, well,
first record.
I know. In our first take, I'll give it a
Yeah,
7. I think it's a good movie.
yeah.
Now, in terms of Scooby Doo movie, I think this might be an 8, like a Scooby Doo movie in terms of Scooby Doo movie.
Okay. I mean, I've only seen a couple. I
Yeah,
haven't
well,
seen
from what
that
I've
many
seen,
put
because
through.
I like the ones I've seen is like there's the Hawaiian one, there was like the Cyber Chase one. I think there's a better from both of them. Yeah, pretty much. I've seen the
Yeah,
one where like the guy he goes to what is it called, like the Egyptian one.
Egyptian one.
Yeah, like the one where it's like where it was like when like the gang come up and then like they see the pyramid and he's like the guys like to him like says hello to him in like pretty much Arabic and like and then like and then he's like that's what we say in like when we greet people in here and then like Freddy's like oh we say hey gang or something I don't know what he said like you remember that
Kinda do, but
yeah and then
also
like
kinda don't.
that was like I remember that I was laughing my eyes because it was funny as hell yeah
Yeah.
um oh, I didn't mention, dude. They've got the iconic scene where like did they have
What?
like Velma losing her glasses?
Yes, they did,
I'm pretty sure they
which
did.
was
Yeah.
sneezing. But they didn't have us saying, "Where's my glasses?" Didn't have us saying
Oh
that.
man.
It was also kind of weird that Velma was just allergic to horses.
Yeah, that was random. Like,
Mm.
I feel like they always
A bunch
include
of
something. You're
random
like, what? And
things.
like, it's like, because Scooby obviously outside of the what's it called? What's it called? Like the TV shows where like it has episodes where it like, combines episodes. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, they always add something random. You know,
yeah, it's so weird.
like I'm allergic to like horses, and like I'm pretty sure there was another episode where like Scooby like, or Shaggy was allergic to something because yeah, maybe.
Maybe I don't
Because I
remember.
remember one where like one of the characters kept sneezing and like it kept like I don't know maybe I'm thinking of something else.
Maybe.
Anyway, um, last thing we want to mention before we hop off,
Yeah.
you won the bet in our latest buckshot roulette video. If you haven't checked it out,
Oh
go
yeah,
check
I
it out.
did.
I'll link
I
it in
did
the
win.
description.
I mean,
You get to pick the
kind of
next
late
movie
now.
we get to watch.
Yeah. And
To
well, it's
not
not
my
a surprise to you
surprise
anymore.
because like
Yeah.
yep.
Okay, because of the thing. It's Transformers One, so we're
Yep.
gonna be watching
All right,
that.
we'll watch that. We'll figure it out when we're gonna watch that because we've got Christmas coming up. Maybe we'll end up watching Christmas
Yeah.
movie, but we'll figure out when we're gonna watch that. All right
And yeah,
then.
and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah. All
Yeah,
right
cool.
then. You know, funny enough, I actually had that same
But
movie. If I had one,
chosen.
yeah, if I had one, I would
I
have
mean, it's
picked
a
the
good
same
movie.
movie.
I mean, I
You haven't
wasn't gonna
seen it, have
choose
you?
that or Joker Two. No, I haven't seen it
Really? Let's give it
because
a
I
bet.
mean it's. I wasn't gonna choose the second one. That second one's trash.
All right then. Any last words?
Um, don't watch Joker Two. There you
All
go.
right then. Like, subscribe, comment down below your favorite like chocolate that you got from Halloween, and yeah. Yeah, we should have talked about favorite chocolates. All right then.
About
Peace.
it. Bye bye.